My name is Abigail Moore, but those who understand what it means to be broken and still rise call me Grace. Not because my life was gentle, but because grace met me where cruelty left me to die. This is not a story meant to entertain idle ears. It is a story meant to warm hearts. It is a story meant to remind us that when love blinds the eyes, even danger can look like destiny. Have you ever loved someone so deeply that you ignored every warning? Have you ever looked back and realized that the voice you silenced was your own survival? I have. And I paid dearly for. I was born in River Glen, a quiet village surrounded by red earth roads, tall almond trees, and streams that sang softly at dawn. People in River Glen were not wealthy, but they were content. Children ran barefoot without fear. Neighbors shared salt when one house ran out. Laughter moved freely from compound to compound like a blessing no one hoarded. My father, Mr. Thomas Moore, was a carpenter. His hands were rough, cracked by years of honest labor, but when he touched your shoulder, you felt safe. My mother, Mrs. Hannah Moore, sold vegetables and dried fish beside the main road. She believed that dignity mattered more than money and taught me that no woman should trade her self-respect for comfort. I grew up believing in love. I believed marriage was a refuge. I believed that goodness protected those who carried it sincerely. I did not yet understand that love without wisdom is a doorway to destruction. I met Daniel Wright one early morning by the riverbank. He came from Stonehaven, a neighboring town known for proud families and traditions that were followed without question. Daniel was tall and reserved. He spoke little, but when he did, people listened. He had a way of making silence feel meaningful. Mothers admired him. Young women noticed him. When he smiled at me, I felt chosen. Looking back now, I know that silence can hide many things. Our friendship grew gently, long conversations, shared laughter, quiet dreams about a future together. He told me I was different. He told me I was safe with him. When Daniel came to meet my family, he arrived with his uncle. His mother, Mrs. Eleanor Wright, did not attend. They said she was ill. That night, something inside my chest tightened. A small voice whispered, "This woman does not accept you." But love is loud. Intuition is quiet. I ignored it. Our wedding was modest but joyful. Music filled the air. My father danced with pride. I left River Glen believing I was entering a home. In Stonehaven, Mrs. Eleanor ruled her household with iron certainty. Her words were sharp. Her eyes were always watching. From the first week, I felt it, I was not welcome. She referred to me as that girl from River Glen. She avoided eating my food. She sprinkled strange substances near my door at night. One morning, I found odd objects placed neatly beneath my sleeping mat. When I told Daniel, he brushed it aside. "My mother is protective," he said. "She'll accept you with time." I wanted peace more than truth. So I stayed silent. When I became pregnant, joy flooded my heart. I sang while cooking. I danced while cleaning. I believed the child would unite us. I prepared Mrs. Eleanor's favorite meal and served it with care. She stared at my belly and asked coldly, "Who told you this pregnancy is a blessing?" That night, I dreamed of fire. I saw a baby crying in a forest where the trees bled. After that, strange things followed me. Dogs barked at my stomach. Birds gathered on the roof at night. An old woman at the market touched my belly and whispered, "Not every seed is welcomed where it falls." Still, I stayed. At 5 months pregnant, I became ill. My legs swelled. My strength faded. Mrs. Eleanor prepared herbs that smelled like decay and ordered me to bathe with them at midnight. She said my blood needed cleansing. I refused. That night, Daniel slapped me. He did not shout. He did not apologize. "You will not reject my mother's protection," he said. I forgave him. That forgiveness nearly destroyed me. At 7 months, I collapsed in the kitchen. Mrs. Eleanor refused to call a nurse. "If this child dies," she said calmly, "it will ruin this house." Neighbors intervened.
I collapsed in the kitchen.
That night, I overheard them speaking. "She must not give birth here," Mrs. Eleanor said. "This land will reject her child." Daniel asked quietly, "What do we do when the time comes?" "Leave her where she does not belong." That night, I began planning my survival. Labor came suddenly, violently. I begged Daniel. He drove past the clinic, past the midwife's home. He stopped at Hollow Creek Forest. "Give birth here," he said. "Not in my father's house." Then he left. The forest watched. Pain tore me open. I screamed until my voice disappeared. I gave birth alone. A girl. I was sleeping away when Mr. Samuel Carter, an old hunter, found me. He carried me to Mrs. Ruth Palmer, a retired nurse living near Oakfield Market. They cleaned my wounds. They fed my child. They saved my life. I named my daughter Eliza. People whispered. People mocked. But I worked. I learned herbal remedies. I learned soap making. I learned strength. A journalist, Laura Bennett, wrote my story. Women came, not to mock, but to learn how to survive. Years later, my gate knocked. Daniel stood there. Behind him, Mrs. Eleanor, weak and trembling. They begged. I listened. Then I said, "I placed no curse on you. Whatever follows you is your own shadow." I fed them. I forgave them. And I let them go. Eliza grew into wisdom. She won a national scholarship. She traveled abroad. The village that mocked me now praised me. Final moral lessons. Love without wisdom is dangerous. Silence in the face of cruelty is betrayal. Tradition without compassion destroys families. Forgiveness frees the survivor, not the offender. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.